evening, everyone. Thank you for being here. I'm going to start off first by introducing myself. My name is Leonard Luciano, and I'm the District 4 freeholder. I represent 11 municipalities, sort of like the West Essex Horseshoe Rim. Standing next to me is my colleague, Patricia Siebold. She is a freeholder at large. She represents the whole county of Essex, all 22 municipalities. I just want everyone to know that additionally, as well as being a freeholder, I'm also a school teacher. So it would be only fitting if I gave you a little lesson here about county government while everyone is here. The county of Essex is made up of 9 freeholders. 5 of them are district freeholders, and they represent small groups of towns. 4 freeholders are at large that represent all 22 municipalities. That freeholder board, which we sit on, is the legislative branch of government. And we also have a county executive. His name is Joseph DiVincenzo, and he serves as the executor. The best way that I could break it down to those students and the folks that are here tonight is almost like your local municipality. You have a mayor, and you usually have a council. Or in the case of South Orange, you have a village president, and you have the board. So that being said, you all know why you're here tonight. You're here to be honored for your outstanding achievement. One of the roles that we take on as freeholders is we like to read the local newspapers, especially for the municipalities we represent. And quite often we see members of the community, especially students, that have reached a high level of achievement, whether it be in academics, sports, fine arts, including musicians. And we like to bring those folks, including yourself, into the meetings and give you the honor that you deserve. I mean, you as students and along with your parents know the hard work and dedication it takes to be a champion. To get to the level that you've gotten to is not easy. And believe me, it wasn't long ago, I'm sure you can tell by the very few wrinkles on my face, I was sitting in your seat. I was a student. I grew up, went to Livingston High School. Sorry for the Millburn folks that were here. We were kind of rivals back then as neighboring towns. And I went on to college. I went to Seton Hall University right here in South Orange. I became a school teacher in Newark, and I went on to have a passion in government. One of the things I tell a lot of the young students I teach, along with I want to say, my peers that I run into along the trail, is that whatever you set your mind to and whatever your goals are, you can achieve them. And I'm really proud to sit here on the freeholder board, and again, proud to honor you. To move the program along, I'm here to honor 2 people, both Ricky Eschenbach and Kaylee Silbert. But before we do that, I'm sorry, because I'm co-sponsoring this resolution with my colleague Patricia Siebold, I'm going to let her introduce herself and say a few words.
Thank you very much, Freeholder Luciano. He mentioned the fact that he was a school teacher. Well, I was a school teacher also. I taught English at West Orange High School for 30 years, and what really pleases me tonight is that Dr. DeLessio is here. He's heard this before, and he is head of all athletics in Millburn, but his father hired me in West Orange. So there really is a connection. And sports, athletics mean a lot to me. I live in Livingston, and I have 3 grandchildren who are all very involved in sports. What is really pleasing this year, we'll see what happens. My grandson is a freshman at Livingston High School, and he was just selected for the varsity lacrosse team at Livingston High School, which really was a milestone since he's a freshman. Of course, we have to see if he plays. We'll see what happens. But it's very, very important to do well at everything you do. And it gives me great pleasure, really great pleasure, to honor Ricky Eschenbach tonight. And before I read what the proclamation says, I'd like to ask Dr. DeLessio to come forward, and I'd also like to ask Robert Baum, who I believe is the coach. Is that your official title? If you would come join me. And I would also ask, of course, Ricky Eschenbach to join us too. Ricky Eschenbach of Millburn, New Jersey, won the 2012 New Jersey State Individual Epee Championship at the New Jersey State Fencing Championships held on March 4th, 2012 at Montgomery High School in Skillman, New Jersey. Ricky Eschenbach, a 17-year-old junior at Millburn High School, compiled a record of 7-1 in final pool play and then went on to capture his state championship crowd with a 5-4 fence-off victory. Ricky Eschenbach, as a member of the Millburn High School boys fencing team, enjoyed an outstanding 2011-2012 season in which he compiled an impressive overall record of 56-9 and a 17-4 record in dual meets. Ricky Eschenbach also compiled an outstanding 14-1 record when he competed as a member of the Millburn High School boys fencing team in the prestigious Cetrullo tournament held on January 7, 2012. Ricky Eschenbach was also undefeated 7-0 in individual competition at the District 3 Championship on January 29, 2012, where he won the individual Epee Championship and where his 8-2 record in team competition helped the Millburn High School boys fencing team capture the Epee Team Championship. How did you do all that? Ricky was named to the first team All-State by the New Jersey Interscholastic Fencing Association and the Star Ledger, and he currently ranks 9th in junior epee points in the United States Fencing Association. In addition to his participation on the Millburn High School boys fencing team, he also trains at the New York Athletic Club and the Espada Fencing Club 5 to 6 days a week and competes in tournaments in New Jersey, New York, across the country, and internationally. Ricky Eschenbach is the son of his proud parents, Stephen and Suzanne, and the brother of Ellie, Will, Rachel, John, Molly. Be it resolved that the Essex County Board of Chosen Freeholders congratulates and commends you on your outstanding season and for winning the 2012 New Jersey State Individual Epee Championship. And this is a copy of your resolution.
First, of course, I'd like to thank the board here. It's like a really great honor. At the beginning of the season, I didn't think I'd really be up here, but thank you. I'd also like to thank my parents and my coach, athletic director, and my 2 coaches, Steve Griffiths and Christian Rivera. And that's all.
Good evening. It's a real honor to be up here. Ricky has had a great year this year. Hard worker, a man that never quit, always kept his cool. I'd also like to thank the Essex County Board of Freeholders for honoring Ricky and recognizing his achievements, and also like to honor his parents and thank you to Dr. DeLessio as well, who's always been very supportive of fencing in Millburn. And I want to say also congratulations to the Columbia ladies team and their coaches. And I also want to say I had the pleasure of watching Mr. White beat up on the University of Texas, the 1974 Cotton Bowl. I was sitting there in the end zone as he did his best. Also, I'm a teacher as well, and it's been the most fulfilling job I've ever had. I teach in Millburn, and my wife teaches in Livingston. So, I don't know if you Riker Hill. Yeah. So anyway, thank you very much, freeholders and parents and everyone that came here for recognizing our great kids, both in Columbia and at Millburn. Thank you.
Before we move on to the next honoree, I feel that it would only be fitting if I brought Ricky's parents up. We know that you share in all the hard work that goes into it. Without the parents working alongside and devoting and dedicating their time as well, these achievements wouldn't be possible. Would one of you like to just say a few words about your son? Please.
I wasn't expecting to be here. We would like to thank the Freeholders. This is a great honor. Unexpected. I didn't know you guys did this. Millburn is a great high school. It was a great environment for Ricky to do his best. So I'd like to thank Mr. Baum and Dr. D'Alessio. We've had all our kids have played sports in the Millburn High School, and it's a great system to be in. Speaking about Ricky, he went into the season, he didn't expect to do well, and he worked really hard and came out on top, and I really commend him. We're very, very proud of him. Thank you.